Hello again, I'm Tom Russell with Furniture Today, and we are here at Santa Fe Rusticos with Daniel and Daniella Bonilla.
Great.
Thank you. I'm working on my pronunciation. But thank you for taking time to be with us, to invite us to your nice factory and show us your beautiful furniture line. You know, one of the purposes of our trip is to really get a sense or a handle on why Mexico is a good alternative right now for furniture production. What would you see as your advantages of Santa Fe Rusticos in the marketplace today compared to, say, Asia in general, whether it's Vietnam, China, Malaysia, Indonesia? How well are your position in the marketplace?
Well, first, we feel it's the quality. Mm-hmm. Our quality is different. Mm-hmm. It's with solid pine, mm-hmm. with a product like really as an antique pieces, and this is the first. And the second is delivery time. Mm-hmm. Delivery time from Mexico to the United States is around 3 to 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. So we can deliver any quantity mm-hmm. to the United States in 3 or 4 weeks. And what else?
Well, since we are like very near and mm-hmm. we all do handmade products, mm-hmm. you can decide if you want 20 items of one SKU, 20 of another, mm-hmm. 10 of another. So we don't have minimum quantities. So we think that's an advantage for the customer because they can make a full truckload for around 5, 6, 7 items mm-hmm. instead of having a full truckload, a full container of the same product. Yeah. So they can turn around their inventory quicker mm-hmm. and they can have new designs mm-hmm. 3 or 4 months, every 3 or 4 months.
Very good. You mentioned minimum order quantities, MOQs.
And the warehouse is the customer have to keep a big warehouse in the States because of the time from China, from Vietnam, delivery time. In Mexico, the warehouse, we can be the warehouse. We can ship as just in time.
Yes.
This is a big advantage.
Yeah. We have around 10,000 pieces in our warehouse, mm-hmm. as you saw, like waiting to be shipped, to be painted. So we think it's a good advantage for them also. Sure. And another advantage is that we have good suppliers, mm-hmm. good paint suppliers, mm-hmm. good hardware Mexican suppliers. Mm-hmm. So we can fill all those certifications and all the needs of the market here in Mexico without going to China for some items or supplies or something.
Yeah, so you don't have to wait on that raw materials. And we went through your warehouse and you have a good level of supply from your Brazilian pine suppliers too. So you keep this all in inventory, essentially. We're talking a little bit about minimum order quantities, and it's funny because one of the big challenges in Vietnam is that there's a lot of competition for workers. So to be able to recruit and retain those workers and train those workers, they need to boost their efficiencies in other areas, such as higher production runs, larger number of pieces going down the line to be able to, and that is requiring their customers to buy in larger quantities. So we don't seem to have that issue here because you can mix, you don't have a minimum order quantity, it sounds like.
Exactly.
So it seems like for both the retailer and the wholesaler alike, gives them sort of an advantage, the ability to not have to worry about having a huge financial burden when they place an order with you. That's interesting. What are some of the challenges right now for Mexico? Is it? We're very surprised that we're not hearing from like more Mexican manufacturers. We want to tell our story. We want to tell our story to the. You all invited us here, and we're very gracious to tell your story to us.
Thank you.
But there's a lot of manufacturers that don't do that. They don't promote themselves, and this to me seems to be a good time for Mexico to be an alternative to the Far East. Are there challenges in Mexico that are happening that we don't know about? That maybe people are reluctant to talk too much because they're afraid, they don't want to get overwhelmed with orders, or they're afraid of.
No, the big problem that we have is the price.
Price, okay.
Price.
Let's talk about that.
Customers used to, they buy in Vietnam or China, and they want to buy from Mexico now, but they are looking for the same price. This is the big challenge, I think. So we have different costs in Mexico, labor, lumber.
But we've heard that the cost of labor is less in Mexico than it is in China. I don't know if that's true. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I think it depends.
Well, it depends of the
factory, no?
I mean, what is not asking for your wages, but what does a typical production worker in furniture make per month? How many pesos per month, roughly? Is there an average in Mexico?
$600, the average.
$600 per month, average.
Here in Santa Fe Rusticos.
Okay, so $600 per month is the average wage for a production worker. And that takes into account experience and different levels of experience. But I mean, to me, that sounds pretty much on par with China from what we've heard. I mean, we've heard upwards of $700, $800 a month, $750 a month.
Yes, but my dad was talking that they ask for instance, one SKU per container. And we can ship maybe 20 or 25 SKUs. So they have less cost with manufacturing just one SKU.
One SKU, because it's more product coming down the line. So, yeah, so there's some efficiencies there that can occur. But is that balanced out any by, I mean, there's certainly, I'm not sure what the transportation costs are, the trucking costs from Mexico across the border into the U.S. Is that getting more expensive?
No. We sell ex-works because we prefer the customer to choose their freight line.
Okay.
We can help them to choose the best prices. But it's around, from here to Laredo, it's around $2,000.
From here to Laredo, $2,000.
Yeah.
So that's
For around.
That's not cheap. That's not cheap. In other words.
For around 180 items.
And I don't know what it costs to ship a container from China. I think that goes up and down, or Asia in general. But
again, you can have it in 3 weeks.
you can have. That's right.
So
That's
you
the
can
advantage.
sell more.
Yes.
Yeah. But as my father told you, some of the challenges that we see right now is that the customers used to buy things that they are KD, that they are made of MDF. So they are used to buy those things in very low prices. So it's difficult for them to understand that we do different things.
And that's where the marketing comes in, because
Exactly.
you can either buy cheap or you can buy good.
Exactly.
And this, I mean, throughout Mexico, I mean, we've talked to different companies over the years. There's a solid wood story in Mexico, and the Brazilian pine is a premium. We hear it's a premium material, and even Mexican pine is considered very good. So, wouldn't that be a good marketing opportunity, perhaps, for companies like yours to say, look, we are the real thing. This is authentic furniture. This is not fake MDF, or it's not fake particle board or melamine stuff that's printed on a surface. I mean, that's not real. So you all have a solid wood story to tell, and we just were at Nero Lupo, also solid wood. We know Horizon Home, solid wood. IFD, we're going to see tomorrow, solid wood. So it seems to me there's a marketing opportunity there to tell this is a quality story. And I think younger consumers, we learned a little bit earlier that a lot of the pine, particularly Brazilian pine, grows pretty quickly. So it can be replanted and reharvested in a sustainable way. These are all things that are meaningful to the younger customer. So I don't know.
We are members of the Fair Trade down in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing also to have, because we pay fair, to all the.
Sure.
And
another marketing.
Exactly.
Plus, yeah.
And the other thing that I want to say is that this furniture is for life.
Yes.
This factory has 27 years old, and I have in my own house furniture of 27 years old. Those chairs where we ate today were 27 years old. So you have the item that we can guarantee that it's for life.
Yeah, it's an heirloom.
So
an heirloom,
you can, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So once the customer has the chance to come and to know us, they buy.
Yes, yeah.
So we really like them to come and to understand what we do and what's the difference with the rest of the market. So once they know us, they understand why they have a big opportunity with us.
There are many factories in Mexico working right now, similar like Vietnam or China, and they are selling in good prices. But there are a lot of factories right now. We like to be different. Since the beginning, 27 years ago, we were different. Maybe that's the reason that right now we are 27 years old in the market. And this is the only factory in the area with 27 years. This is the only one.
Are you getting more people knocking on the door from the United States?
Yes.
So they're inquiring, which is a good thing. And what are they thinking about it? Or are they just taking time?
They come with one idea.
Yeah.
Like a Vietnam or China product. But when they see, they think how they can sell this kind of product with the customers. And we are working right now with them.
Yes. Interesting. So you're coming
They
up with...
change the idea.
I see. So you're coming up with solutions together.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we certainly look forward to hearing more about this story as it develops, which I know it will. I'm certain it will. Just looking at your... And again, we didn't even talk about finish here, but that's a big part of your special ingredient is the finish story.
Yes. The finish is 70% of our product.
In terms of what goes into it.
In terms of the piece,
Yes.
just look the piece,
Yes.
the finish is 70%. Because the good is the same, you know, the hardware is the same,
Yeah, yeah.
but the finish is unique.
It makes it special, makes it one of a kind.
It makes a difference.
Difference, yeah. And you continue to develop new finishes
Yes.
every season.
Yes, with our designer,
Yes.
with Daniela, with our customers,
Yeah,
and myself.
yes. And the finishing companies, you work together with them as well to
Yes.
see the
We
trends.
have very
and-
good service with
Yes,
the
excellent.
suppliers.
Very good, excellent. And they're all here. They're all here in this area.
Yes. You know, Puebla is the third city, the third largest city in Mexico. So we have all in Puebla, all the suppliers.
Yes.
We have
Yeah.
almost 3 million people.
So the infrastructure is here. Do you have? So you've got the supply base, you've got the infrastructure, the roads, the transportation, the finishing.
Everything.
It's all here. What about? In the furniture industry in general, whether we're talking about the U.S. or China or Vietnam, or Mexico potentially, there's a challenge getting workers, and I'm talking about workers. It could be a retail store that has a challenge getting workers, I'm talking about younger workers, into the business. Is that an issue, getting younger workers to come and want to work in your factory, or is there enough of a population here that you are supported by?
No, we have 3 or 4 little towns around the factory
Yes.
with people that we can get, no problem. And in the past, 10 years ago, with the boom of the rustic furniture, just to sell Segusino and other big factory, all the town was working in rustic furniture, about 10,000 people working in rustic furniture. And then now many people of them, they have little workshops. We can get again.
Oh, okay. So you can
can get-
recruit. You can recruit.
Yes.
Because there's sometimes, even in China, a perception that, well, furniture is a kind of a dirty environment, a dirty industry, finishing, sawdust, not clean. But your factory seems very bright, clean. So is there that perception in Mexico that you have to deal with in recruiting workers, that we'd rather work in an auto factory, we'd rather work for Volkswagen up the street more than a furniture factory? Is there that competition for workers? No. Okay. Interesting. Why not? I mean, is it just because it's just people they're hungry for work?
Yeah, they're hungry for work, and also because here we train people and we let them grow.
Yes.
Like we give the opportunity to gain more once they have more experience. We pay like their work, like so.
We pay piecework.
Piecework. Yes,
exactly.
yes, we
Piecework.
piecework.
So it depends in them if they want to earn more if they do more work.
Yes, yes. Well, good. I think that's a good overview. Thank you so much again for helping us understand the dynamic, the issues, the opportunities. We're eager to communicate this to our audience.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for your visit. Yeah.
Yes, thank you again. All
Thank
right,
you.
Daniel.
Okay.
Daniela, thank you so much.
Tom.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tom Russell Furniture today. We are here at Fe Rusticos. I'm here with Daniel and Daniella Bonilla. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm still learning. So thank you for having us. We're in the showroom here at their headquarters in Puebla, Mexico. So we look forward to seeing the showroom and the factory and having a chance to learn more about your business and communicating that with our readers in the U.S. Show us around a little bit and tell us your story here.
Yeah, so we are a family business company. We've been here exporting for 27 years right now. So we do furniture with solid wood. All of our furniture is solid wood. We import the wood from Brazil. And our humidity is around 8 and 10%.
Okay.
So that's good for the client because they can get their furniture in places where it's very hot and or the weather is the extremes, you know?
Yes.
So it's good for them. So we've been doing unique pieces and unique designs, and what we are different from the rest of them is in the finish. Everything is handmade. We have around 150, 180 people working with us right now. So we all do it by hand. And because we want to preserve this cultural and this handmade thing, no? So you can see here our dining tables.
Yes.
They are KD. They're all solid, as I said.
So this is Brazilian pine?
This is Brazilian pine.
Nice, wow.
We use lacquers, we use waxes, and we do also wood chairs or upholstery chairs.
And this is a very, again, finish is one of your highlights. We were talking about a company called Habersham a little bit ago, who is one of the most renowned in the industry at the high end for finishes, and this is sort of reminiscent of that Habersham sort of look, and very designer oriented. I'm imagining there's a lot of steps in the finish, multiple steps. Daniel, can you talk about?
About 5 or 6 or 7 steps.
Yes, yeah. So a lot of training involved and professional level. Once these workers, once they can do this, they're at a professional level of finishing.
Exactly. Yes. We have the lead test in everything. We have Bureau Veritas certification in everything. So starting for that, you are buying a product that it has all these standards that the rest of the world is willing to have in their houses.
Yes.
And yes, we have 5, 6 steps. We put the base, the lacquer, and we combine the colors. So that's why if you go to the store and just ask for a gray, it will not be the same gray because we put like a little bit of our hand there.
Yes.
So that's why we would try to do unique furniture for the rest of the world, a vintage look, but with design.
It's for today's customer.
For today's customer, exactly.
Yes.
Look at that piece.
And each piece is the way they're all finished. They have a little differences in the way they're finished in terms. So each piece is one of a kind.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's one of a kind because it's handmade. So there's no two of the same. No. We are using right now the mirrors. That is, you can see the mirrors right now are no antique look.
Yeah, I see.
But for example, in these other ones, we can see that.
Oh yes.
That the look is more antique and
Now do you do the antiquing of the glass here, or is that do you buy that way?
We buy it from Monterrey.
Monterrey, okay, which we were just at a couple of days ago. Yes, so there's some good suppliers in Mexico for what you need.
Exactly.
Do you have to get any components from China or anything, or is it all?
No.
It's all Mexico. Wow. So again, another advantage. You don't have to wait for the supply chain. No.
Exactly.
You do it all here, and very nice.
Many hardware from Monterrey.
Hardware from Monterrey. And is it all like hand cast, or is it all done one like?
It's both. It's wood, it's rustic hardware, and also like with molds and everything.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah. So we want to show you upstairs that we have accents.
We can show
Oh, yes.
here another dining.
Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, we were looking at this. We were looking at this table earlier and trying to figure out. I guess is this painted blue or green or red, and then you sand it, sort of, to get this beautiful rustic look. Yes. Even on the chairs, though.
Everything.
Yeah.
And everything we design, we also look in that it's comfortable for everyone. So if you look at the chair, you can maybe think, well, it looks like a very uncomfortable one, but please take
Let me take a
seat and
sit down here.
just see it by yourself.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
can have
because
your-
you could put your feet up here.
Yeah.
And just, it's got
There.
good back support, a very comfortable seat, and and what's good about this table, it's like you could conversation. You could have a good meal and conversation at this table. So, and you've also got a storage shelf on the bottom there. So yeah, very nice.
Yeah, you can use it like a dining, like a gathering table,
Yeah.
a bar table.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Very versatile. Excellent.
It fits 6 people, 8. So you decide. So this is another kind of
Oh yeah.
of mirror. So we can do around 5 different kinds of mirror. So once again, you get a unique piece.
Yeah.
And since you can combine the color, also we don't have minimum quantities. So that's a good thing for the client also, because they can pick up 20 of these, 20 of the other, so they can fit the truck
Yeah.
of 5, 6, 7 models.
I see.
So it's good for them and good for us. We have a 10,000 pieces warehouse that we want to work by, and that's why the client can just ask for the PO, and in 3 weeks we can have the shipping. So
Wow.
that's good for them, because
That's
we
a
can be the
really-
warehouse.
Yes. Yeah. So do you get a lot of custom orders, or is it mostly you just make it basically run on a production schedule?
Yeah,
more
we
or
run a
less?
production schedule.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that's where you can put it in warehouse.
exactly.
And ship it out the door.
Exactly.
I see. But the top is like such a multi-hued look. Even like around the edges, they got a different, it's like worn looking, antiqued, or however you might call that. Very nice.
So here we have the bedroom sets,
Oh, wow, look at this.
all solids. We have all different sizes. And if you want to buy one nightstand or both, you can mix and match what you need for your market. So
This is a bar.
Oh, okay.
To the finish.
Yeah. Oh, wow, this is nice. Two-tone. It's like black inside and very nice. Very nice. It's got sort of a waxy feel to it.
Nice.
Yes.
So this is an accent area, like
Okay.
occasional tables.
Yes.
This is what we sell the most, occasionals.
Okay.
So we have around 30 different sets of occasionals. But once the client order for that style, we just sell it to that client. So we have exclusivity with every client we sell. And we develop new designs each 8-10 months. Here you can find your wood metal glides.
Metal, yeah.
So you can decide if you want metal or wood glides.
Oh, you offer both.
Yeah.
Now, do you do the undermount guides for wood? Is it like an undermount wood guide, or do you do it on the side like this for wood?
We do it on the side,
On the
but
side,
if the
okay.
client decides to have it under,
Yeah.
we can do it under.
Okay.
So we have some hand painting styles. For example, this one is a really good item since you can have it in a kitchen or in your bedroom, and you can have these metal glides here. So if you want to put your shoes or anything
You put towels
here.
on that.
Yeah,
or something if you want.
towels.
Yeah.
So it's practical also
Yes.
for
Very
the woman,
functional.
for everyone. It's very
Yeah.
functional, yes. And it's unique styles with this antique finish. We want to do like if the wood speaks, you know, like the history. Like if you see our furniture, think of your grandmother, of your
Yes.
grandfather,
Yeah.
no? Like remember your childhood, remember.
Right,
So
right.
that's why we are selling these antique
Yeah.
looks also, because I think they bring you history, bring you
Yes.
back to your childhood, to your
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah. But it's updated. You know, the finishes are for today.
Yeah,
And that's where, with these traditional forms, you could have that sense of history and a connection to the past.
exactly.
But with the finish, it brings it up for something that people like today.
Exactly, for contemporary houses.
Yes, yes, yeah. Okay, well, good, thank you. This is really nice. Nice space. It's well lit. You got some natural light
Yeah.
coming in.
This bedroom is a bestseller. It's a design,
Okay.
a German design. So it's one of our bestsellers. And we try to do it more like comfortable for the client. So the footboard, we did it like shorter so they can.
Okay. Is it like a platform?
Yes, it's a we can show you
Yeah.
how we're built.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It's got the Europe like a slat.
Yeah. So, it
So
has
that
slats.
is. It's just you just require a mattress on that.
So this is solid wood also.
Yes, yes.
So this bar, it's been a bestseller since all times.
Oh,
25 years.
wow. This is one of your first. This is one of your early pieces.
So you know, when you change the color, you change everything, you know?
Yes, yes, indeed. You could use that like as a dining table too. You could put
Exactly.
chairs around there. Nice.
So these ones, I love these bookshelves because you have here hidden. When you can put some books or whatever
Sure,
you need
sure.
there.
Yeah.
So they're very functional. You can put this shelf upward or take it off
Yes.
in case you want a TV here.
Right, right.
No. This one has these applications, all wood.
Now, is that hand carved or is that done by machine?
Machine.
By machine, okay.
By machine, yeah.
So will that be a component that you have to get? You have to order like that component, or do you do that here?
No, we get it from outside.
Outside, okay.
But also
Yes, I see.
also Mexican supplier. This is for the bigger TV,
Yes.
the biggest. The
Yes.
biggest one.
Is this like 96 inches or
Yeah.
something?
No, I think 97.
97, 90,
Yeah.
wow. Yes, very good.
This is a bestseller also.
Okay.
The trunk, the coffee table, and the color,
Oh, yeah.
the turquoise color.
Yeah.
This dressing turquoise. And I think it's good because it gets color in your house, wherever
Yes.
you put it.
Yep.
You can mix it with every sofa or any one of a kind. And right now we are putting pistons and some holes inside, you know, for the kids, for the security. So
Yes.
that's good also. to
Indeed,
know.
safety. Yes. So this was their first finish here, right? The first
Yeah.
started with this finish. And we could see how they've evolved. Yeah.
So these are some other items, small items, but what I wanted to show you is this type of application that is like very difficult for us, like to put everything there and smaller piece. You know, the application that you saw back there
Yeah.
was like bigger. So right now it's more delicate,
Yes.
smaller things. So we try to do
Wow, this is a unique
different
color.
things every season.
What do you call this color? This is
This is a
different.
navy blue.
Navy blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
with a Colombian brown. So I think this color would be a bestseller.
I think
we
it's
are already
yeah.
selling it in some occasionals.
Yes.
But I think this bookshelf is gonna be a good one.
Yes. And it's got drawers here too.
Yeah, the hardware is not yet there.
Okay.
We're just finishing our samples.
This?
This was antique look.
Very nice. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Very
every
nice.
chest has a chairside table, a sofa table, a chest, and a console. So
Okay.
it's all the set of each one. So it's good to
Yeah.
have everything in the same
Yes.
collection.
Oh, this is different.
That's different.
You got some sort of red,
Exactly.
reddish orange highlights coming through. And this looks like it's a little smaller scale dining. It's a shorter.
This is a desk.
Oh, it's a desk. Okay,
Yeah,
but
it's
you
a
could.
desk.
Okay.
So you have a drawer here. The desk.
Yep.
I love the legs of this.
It looks
There's
like
a
a
lot of
trestle.
style,
Yes,
yeah.
it's a trestle sort of look
Yeah.
to it.
If you want to use it like a dining table,
You could. I
it,
mean, really.
it has the size of it also.
And it's that smaller scale. I mean, it's a big desk, but it's got the smaller, narrow. It's like they call that like a friendship table, where it's a little more puts people closer together. So you could use it for both, I think.
Exactly.
So
We are having a table for the market that you can fit 6 people, then 10, and at the end 12.
Oh, okay.
So
An extension.
extension table
yes.
that has 3 sizes. We used to do one in 2 sizes, but right now we are having one in 3 sizes.
Okay.
So
This is a very small bar
Oh yes, yeah.
inside. You want to see through.
Oh yeah. Yep. Everything is finished on the inside. All the drawers are finished. Yep. So you could put these different color bar stools with this, mix it up a little bit.
Stone.
Oh, okay.
The wood.
Oh.
We sell marble. This is marble. Tráete una tira de aquellas
From Mexico.
from Mexico, yes.
Yes.
From Puebla.
From Puebla. Oh, from Puebla. Okay. Nice. Ooh, yeah.
We have here around 70 containers.
Okay. Okay. Of
lumber.
both of lumber. Okay. And how long of a supply is that? How many weeks?
3 weeks and a
3
half.
weeks, 3.5. Okay. So 70
From
containers.
Brazil to our
Yeah.
factory.
Okay.
another reason why we buy from Brazil and this supplier is because he has a lot of different sizes, thickness. So
Oh,
we
I
have
see. Yeah.
different
Yes, in Mexico,
lumber.
we only find 2 or 3 different. But from Brazil, our supplier is 15.
This we have some items that they are already selling that we are like waiting to paint. So this is a little bit of the warehouse that we are talking about. So
Yeah,
I
that's
want
good.
to show you one of our new machines
Okay.
that makes the turn above the leg. This is the other part of the warehouse for other clients. So
Wow. Yeah.
that's why we can be a good choice
Sure.
for the market. You know, in 3-4 weeks, you can have your whole shipment in your warehouse without waiting 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. The other good thing about having all these items here in the warehouse is, you know, the pine wood used to work open, close, because of the different temperature. So the good thing about having all this here is that works here in the factory. So once we paint it and we ship it, it has enough time to work. So when the customer has it in their houses, it's not that much of the work that the wood makes.
Yeah, sure.
So the splits are less.
And we don't have more than 1% of that kind
Cracks
of
or
problems.
splits.
No more.
Very good. So this is all waiting to be finished, almost like kind of like a special order, in a sense, because you would.
No. We know that that design we sell to 5 customers.
Okay.
5 customers.
And they bought it as it comes in that finish. Okay.
So
Okay.
one of them they buy black, white, brown.
So they have like for this is a cocktail table, I guess, right there. For that table, do you actually have orders yet?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Okay. So they'll be moving out of here sometime within the next 2 weeks and shipping. It's 2 to 3 weeks, perhaps.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So all this stuff has been. So pretty much what we're seeing, there's an order for all this product. Wow. It's so bright in here. I mean, this is like you got natural light coming down here. This is looks very clean. Clean and bright. You got,
This is the high footboard, the large one that I was telling you in the showroom that we used to like do it this size, but it's more comfortable to do it the low version of it.
Yeah, I see.
But it sells both.
So this is where we see some of that different shading, the antique look.
Yeah, the distressing.
Right, yeah. That's cool. Very cool.
This is where they make that step. Then they put the lacquer, the sheen, and everything else. They put the sand again. So some people just like a little bit of the vintage look of the distressing. So we can do a little bit just. So this is the second and third step.
Oh, okay.
This is where they put the other color. The first area was the base.
Okay.
This area they put the second or third color, and then they start to sand some of the items. So here we have the last step where they put the wax and the sanding in this area, and then they come and start packing everything.
Okay.
So each client has its own packing specifications and labeling and everything. So we have some of our quality or QC here in case something is wrong. We have QCs in every area.
Sure. But this is all hand done. It's all hand craftsmanship.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we can buy some other machines, no? But we like to preserve this and to preserve the work of the families and the work of the people. And of course, machines can work and we will buy some of them. But right now, we love the craftsman style. We have men and women working at the same time.
Yeah.
So we don't distinguish. So as you can see.
Right, exactly.
The family business also.
Sure. But that's the first time. This is the first time I've seen. There's like a big tub with wax there, right? It's the first time I've ever seen the wax supplied. We hear about it all the time, but I've never seen it. And I've been with Furniture Day about 16 years, so it's very cool.
You always learn something different.
You do, yes. You see something you haven't seen before. But they're even doing the inside of the drawers too, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You can see there some of the bestsellers finishes.
Oh,
the
up on
colors
the wall
there.
over there. Oh, here, this
So
is cool.
those are, but yeah, this is how it's done.
Yeah.
The first table that you saw at the beginning.
I wanted to get that stone
Yeah,
in there too.
the stone.
Oh my gosh, this is wow. So is this a wax too?
Yeah,
It's a liquid, more liquid.
yeah, it's called hydro wax. It's made of wax and color.
What's it
And
called again?
hydro wax.
Hydro wax.
Yeah. So when you put it in your floor or everywhere,
That
it
is
doesn't
beautiful.
stain.
Yeah.
Stains.
Very cool. I think that's awesome because I've never seen that done anywhere. We hear a lot about the hand waxing, but this is it in real time, real life. So that's cool.
So I just want to show you how we pack.
Yes. Okay.
So this is an internet packing,
Okay.
so you can sell whatever you want.
I see.
So the inner of the packing is really well also. We have carton corners, all cardboard around, foam, whole stretch, and then when we put the box
And we put a
inside,
box around it. Yeah. So it's
the
very
labels and
very
everything.
sturdy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Again, it's got the wax on.
Yes.
it. I don't even want shouldn't touch
That
it.
is wax. See, well,
Wow.
The
That's
feel
really
is
beautiful. It's
the
beautiful.
different thing
Lovely.
about it.
Yeah, very good.
this is an entertainment for a huge TV.
Yes.
You can buy just this big,
Yeah.
this big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes separate, so
Yeah.
you can fix whatever you want.
Excellent.
Another bookshelf.
Oh yeah.
And this,
Oh, nice. Again, it's got that just nice hand to it. Really, you guys are great. This is really
looks
nice
antique.
stuff. It does. It looks.
Original.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
original.
So this workshop has the capacity of having another thousands of items a month. So this is like just a little bit of what it can do because of all these machines and cutting and everything. So he has a lot of capacity also.
Yeah, very good. Again, it's nice and bright. It's all natural light, basically.
Exactly.
It's that putty. He's putting putty in the wood, like putty in the wood the holes.
Yeah.
And the mirror. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a mirror.
Yeah, it's a
frame?
mirror.
Okay.
So we finish here the tour.
Yes.
I wish you enjoy it.
Yes, it's very good.
You know,
It's
all
very
the
good.
we are really thankful with you and the Furniture Today team and everyone of coming and knowing
Yes.
us, and we expect that more clients can come and know us and
Yes.
know the furniture that
Sure.
we Mexicans do by hand
Yes,
with
indeed.
these artists that we have here in town.